Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our unexpectedly long Hunted Challenge miniseries. So, in case you somehow missed it, in the last episode, I got mauled by the bear again, this time in the Hunted Part 2, and he kind of got me when I wasn't expecting him to. It was a classic case of, all right, I still have to rest for 7 hours on account of this bite, so this is going to be a little bit tough. But I've got to make some water, so that is my objective right now. Let's see. Wood matches. I'll finish that thought in just a second. But let's go ahead and just use a book to light this fire. Hopefully our condition won't drop too rapidly while we're doing this, because I need to make some water so I can do away with this condition indicator. It's being a bit of a problem. But anyway, it was a classic case of the terrain. I took a close frame-by-frame look at that miss because I was that irked by it. I am literally about to fix that right now. Just hold your horses. I will give you water in a moment. But the terrain between me and the bear actually had a little bit of a dip in it. So at the same time that I was firing, the bear was actually going down into a dip. So my aim, first of all, wasn't great. I aimed high right at the last second and a little bit to the right of the bear's face. Was aiming at the bear's face, but then the target dropped around the same time. And that's where I kind of got into trouble. So, yeah, good times. Let's go ahead and... I don't need a lot of water to fix this issue. And I don't have a lot of time to waste. So let's see... Okay, I can do more than that. I'm just looking at my condition, thinking in terms of what's safe. Alright, now I'm fully dehydrated, so my condition is going to drop pretty fast. But melting snow takes longer than boiling snow. So we're going to boil this water. Then we're going to go inside and rest. I did get confirmation, as I strongly suspected, that the bear... Obviously, I'm continuing this challenge, therefore I feel like there's a point. The bear will be on the ice where we left it. So I'm going to go chasing after the bear shortly. But for now, I need to get rest so my condition goes back up. This infection requires 7 hours more rest. So I'm going to rest for 7 hours more. Unfortunately, my condition is not going to go up at all during that time. Woke up fully rested. Oh, I thought I could sleep indefinitely when I had an infection. Actually, it looks like my condition did go up. Hey, what happened here? Huh, the infection went away. Well, look at that. All right, well, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Let me go ahead and eat some of this lower condition stuff before it drops any lower. But I need to let some more time pass. So why don't we pass the time for, let's say, 4 hours. We're going to recover condition at the same time. That condition shouldn't have gone away. We needed 7 more hours of rest. But I mean, I'll take it. It's not like I can restart the challenge on account of a bug. So it's not a game-breaking bug anyway. It's just we got a little bit of a reprieve, thanks to that condition going away unexpectedly. So I guess now I'm going to go ahead and sleep. We need to recover some condition before I go after this bear again. And I also need to take a second to look at my clothing, because I bet you my clothing is destroyed. Let's have a look. I'm a little nervous about this. Not that it matters very much at this point. Yeah, my clothing is shot. Let's drop those because we don't need it. I can't repair anything in the dark, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and pass the time for another 4 hours. Condition is slowly climbing. I love that steady incremental condition gain that they added. It helps a lot. Okay, we're actually almost out of water again, which sucks. So tell you what, let's address this issue by eating some of the food that has some water in it. That didn't seem to help us that much. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some more water in the morning just to make sure that I am good. But for now, let's go ahead and sleep for 5 hours. And I don't think we're actually going to be able to get all 5 of those in. Nope, of course not. I do not like this system. It's nighttime. Circadian rhythm. especially in this stressful of a situation. The body, I think there's a reasonable argument the body would be able to sleep. That's just me. All right, so now let me sleep for 2 hours. This is going to put us solidly, I think, above 60% condition. We're probably going to wake up thirsty. Oh, no, we're not above 60%. We're at 59. Let me break some stuff down. Now we're at 60%. Ha! All right, so I just need to get some wood for another fire. And we're going to step outside and do exactly what we did a moment ago, except this time we don't have a book for kindling, so it might be a little bit harder. All right. Magnifying lens has a 0% chance of success for working right now. Oh, wow. Actually, the chance of starting a fire successfully right now are absolute crap. What if I... Well, let's go to the tinder. Let's harvest this. Let's get some tinder plugs out of this deal. Maybe because it's so cold, feels like 9 degrees. Is that what it is? No, that's not it. Okay, well, we have an absolutely crappy chance of starting a fire, but it's not that much shy of 50-50. So, I mean, 50-50 is not terrible. 40 is leaning towards bad as opposed to good, of course, but we're gonna go with it. And see what happens. I'm just not gonna say anything right now. Yeah.
Why didn't that work?
Because you got a 40% fire starting chance. What do you expect? The only other issue is I only have 9 matches, too. That's the other problem. Gotta love this long tension. Is it going to start? Are we going to hear happy noises, or is it going to fail at the last second? There's still a chance it could fail right now. Those are happy noises, but fires can still fail after all this. There we go. All right, so we have a fire. Now let's go ahead and melt another 0.4 gallons of snow. We're going to lose a little bit of condition because we just fell into true dehydration. Unfortunate. For the second time in 10 minutes, I got you. Don't worry about it. I guess it hasn't been 10 minutes for you, huh? You've been sleeping and doing all this stuff. Listen to me, talking to the game character. Okay, there's that. Now, the only other thing I really need to do... I can stand here and repair stuff while we're by the fire, so I'm going to do that. Let's repair my jeans. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to fully repair everything. Of course I failed, and that was my only piece of cloth. So, other question. Those gloves that I dropped... Awesome. Alright, we can harvest them for a piece of cloth. Feels like 31 degrees in here. What? It's actually not warm enough to keep us from getting colder. To keep the meter from going down. That's a stupid sentence. It's not warm enough to keep us from getting colder. You know what I meant. Alright. Let's step out here then. And we need to start heading back for the bears area. Oh, fire's gone already. That sucks. I really don't have good clothing at this point, and it really sucks. Oh yeah, that's right. I'd eaten most of this energy bar, so that was useless. But this one will not be useless. This one will be much better. I'm also going to go ahead and eat this banged up tomato soup. And then we are going to go bear hunting. With crappy clothing. But we didn't exactly start out with good clothing here, so it's not like we're suddenly in a much, much worse position. All right, we have 4 shots. And I did, for those of you who are watching this in the backlog, wondering how all of this transpired, I did end up waiting for feedback. I am recording this after the, 10th episode aired on the channel. So I did just get a little bit of confirmation, again, just to make sure it wouldn't be a complete waste of time to continue the challenge, number one. But also, I wanted to see if anyone said, oh, okay, you're not going to have enough bullets left or anything like that. I wanted to see if somebody that watched the episode would, because I've got plenty of experienced Long Dark players, I wanted to see if someone would give me an indication that that things were going to go badly. And nobody did. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. And then I'm going to head back towards civilization so that we can... And by civilization, I mean bears. Condition is 62%. We are very, very cold.
Numb.
We should be coming over this ridge here near the train tracks, very near the derailment. It's hard to tell exactly where we are, but I need to move this way. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tough. Okay. Going to try and make some serious progress back towards the bear. I would love to finish the challenge this episode, to be completely honest, because we're actually one episode over time from what I intended to do. We're, per the schedule of the channel, I try not to do too much meta talk anymore when I'm recording. I try not to talk about the channel too much in each individual series. I want to focus on the series. But per this series, I should actually be switching back to Song of the Stars right now with this episode. But I was just one... I figured, we're looking at like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. Let's actually stop here and see if there's any supplies. We're looking at just 1 or 2 episodes and it's done. And I would have definitely hated... Oh, hunting knife. Another flare. I thought I picked up another flare already. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's just an antler. I would have hated to, switch back to another series and then come back to this one for one more episode. Why not just finish this one first before I switch back to another series in this time slot? Now, of course, the Long Dark's new patch is... Oh, hey, a prybar, too. Nice. Don't need it, but... Can I seriously just not... I have never had this much trouble on this log. There we go. All right. That's a first time for everything. I have seriously never had that much trouble walking along that log until just then. Alright, nothing here. I'm really looking for cloth. Just anything to maybe do a little bit more incremental repair to my clothing. Alright. A little bit more food. I'll take it. Let's start heading down this direction. I am going to sprint. Because we're going to need to rest a little bit more anyway. So we need to get indoors. And before we actually go after the bear, we just need to be inside and recover just a little bit more. Thankfully, there is a fire. There's a stove inside the office that I'm heading to, so I'll be able to make a stove there. That's the plan. Okay. Now the question is, how close is the bear? I know the bear's on the lake. How big is the bear's little patrol zone? Is it way out on the ice and it's going to stay out there? We're getting close again. Feels like 1 degree Fahrenheit. Dear Jesus. This is very much the situation we've been in for the entire time, so maybe I shouldn't be this unsettled. I'm going to pay a visit to this corpse real quick, because I don't think I have already. The last time I came here, I was not in good shape, so I wouldn't really have had time to stop and check for supplies. Alright, let's get inside, shall we? Okay, now... Rifle cartridges. Haha. Not only did someone point those out, but I actually saw them myself on review of the episode, so thank you for that help. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, now I have a much better... I'm not rushed to get out of here. So I have just a generally better sense of what's here and what's not, where I've explored and where I haven't. And I can see better. My vision's not blurry, which is always a plus. Take that Stacy's grape soda. Yeah, it feels like 31 degrees in here because, unfortunately, our clothing is in such bad condition. Yeah, we've already explored him. Our clothing is in such bad... Oh, you know what? I can break down this bedroll. Our clothing is so bad. It's so bad off that we need a hatchet to break that down. That's fine. Okay, I need to start a fire right now. Our clothing is so bad off that we're not even warm indoors. So we're losing condition due to being cold, and we're inside, and we're still losing condition. Which sucks. Tinder plug. So once again, we have this 40% chance of success. This is going to be a little bit rough.
Come on, come on.
So again, assuming that we're having a perfectly average day right now, and that our current chances of starting a fire are not ridiculously poor or ridiculously good, we can expect to fail 3 times.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Assuming a perfect average. These are just the ways that I reassure myself that I might have a better chance of starting a fire. When I'm trying to start a fire at 40% chance. Okay, this looks pretty good. Could still fail, though, like I mentioned earlier. Okay. That fire's going. I need to put... Let me come up here and break down... Oh, please tell me it didn't go out. It shouldn't have gone out. Okay, good. Alright, now there's 33 minutes. Alright, and being by the fire for a second has done away with our condition problem, so I'm going to break this down. And it's warming the entire space up. You can tell how long it's been since I've had to deal with this kind of issue. Alright, now 45 minutes. Now I should be able to break down the chair. Oh, wow, no, I can't. Oh, that's awful. You're kidding me. All right, well, crap. That is terrible. Well, tell you what, let's, Wait, I'm carrying 2 storm lanterns? How'd that happen? Oh, yeah, that's right. I found one. Fuel, 0.12 gallons. Yeah, that's right. There's our fuel indicator right there. Let me just drop that one. Okay, well, I'm very annoyed now. Because I wouldn't have had enough time to break down the chair and really get a good fire going, unfortunately. I mean, I could step outside real quick and look for some sticks, and that might help bolster it, so let's do that instead. Maybe I'll get lucky. Each stick is roughly 10 minutes to a fire. And how long of a breakdown time do we have? Okay. I can afford to break down a couple of these with the amount of time left on this fire. We're at risk for hypothermia. So let's get back inside, and hopefully that fire's still going, or I am going to be pretty annoyed. So we actually... I was really hoping to... I know. Chill out. There we go. Much better. I was really hoping to defeat the bear in this episode, but we have really struggled just to kind of get back on our feet after that last mauling. Understandably, the bear destroyed us. Alright, so let's go ahead and cook this soup. Also, I guess I will go ahead and acquire some more water. 0.6 gallons. Should have enough time to melt all of it and then boil it off. Or not boil it off, but boil it. And then we'll be good for thirst. We need this water because we need to rest. And while we rest to recover condition, unfortunately, we are also losing condition. All right, let's go ahead now and harvest this bedroll. All right. Now, unfortunately, the fire's gone out, but we have 3 hours of daylight left. Let's go ahead and drink some of our water, so that condition threat will go away. Oh, damn. I never actually ate my hot soup. My bad. All right, well, we missed an opportunity there, but it wouldn't have helped us tremendously. All right, so now it is time to get the rest of this stuff fixed. It's not going to help us a whole lot, but we need to do what we can, especially considering that there's only 3 hours of daylight left. The other advantage of this, of course, is that we are now going to be warm enough while inside, because we are repairing our stuff. We got 10 cloth from harvesting the bedroll, so really kind of fixed the problem. Not by very much, but enough. Okay, let's go ahead and... Alright, with any luck, I can finish this repair and do one more. Please let me do this repair. Don't run out of light. Oh, I'm gonna run out. Oh, son of a gun. Alright, well. That's fine. I had a feeling it would happen. Alright, let's go ahead and get some sleep. We've got a full night ahead of us. We're going to sleep for 9 hours. We're going to recover a lot of condition, and we are going to be ready to go after that bear. I'm actually almost out of food, interestingly enough. I am now out of food. 1 hour darkness left. Let's sleep for 2 hours. We're back at 100% condition. We don't have good clothing, but we might have enough to finish up the challenge. So let's focus on that. Found some more bullets. Doesn't sound like the weather's bad outside. Let's see what happens if we go looking for trouble. Shall we? Yeah, weather's not bad. Actually, it is. It's foggy. So not the best visibility for bear hunting. Well, I said I'm out of food, but not really, because we're in cattail country. I doubt these would be necessary. Because I don't know. I just get the sense that we are near the end of the challenge. I can't imagine that the wild goose chase with this bear would take us much farther through Mystery Lake. That's just me. Okay. Yeah, having those is going to make things much better. We're also making our way towards the area where I last saw this guy. Or gal. The old bear's kind of like Fluffy. There's just this... It's this kind of ambiguous, big, scary animal. You don't know if it's male or female, you just know that you're terrified. Alright. So, pretty cold. As we have been. I feel like we've heard that particular voice line a lot. over the past couple of Long Dark recordings on my channel. I'm going to dip into that. Yep, there's the old bear right there. Perfect! Okay, well this is not a bad start. I just want to... Alright, hopefully I can get into this hut before I get the bear's attention, because that bear's actually pretty close. The fog, I think, is making it look farther than it actually is. Also, do need to be mindful of... Alright, there's a hatchet. That's always nice. Actually, you know what? In case we do end up doing this for longer, the hatchet could be nice. Hey, tin of sardines, not bad. Fishing tackle. And a Stacy's grape soda, which we are going to drink right now. And you know what? Let's go ahead and eat these sardines as well. 300 calories and a little bit of extra water to top off the thirst meter. And now... Hey, bear. Remember me? You mauled me last time you saw me. Oh, good, you're running. Oh, good, you're running. Are you still wounded? Can I track you that way? Are you still bleeding?
I say I hate being cold. 'Cause I really do.
Okay, I don't see any blood, so I'm going to have to stay on the bear. Alright, I saw where it... Okay. Okay. I don't see any blood, but I know where it ran. And that sure is an ominous archway that it ran through. So, I don't know. Like I was saying, I just feel like the challenge is going to be at an end soon. Alright, there its tracks. We're at risk for hypothermia, but we're going to power through. Hey, there's a cave. Oh, this might be the end. We have to track the bear back to its den. Is this where we kill it? Is this where it dies? Oh, awesome. I was not expecting this. I think this is unique to the Hunted Challenge. I've never seen this cave before. Son of a... Alright, well this is a heck of a way to end this episode. I really... That happened so quickly that I don't know... I don't know if I... missed? Or not. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is... Oh! Hey! I didn't realize this! Sweet! Alright, I did not see that coming. I thought I missed the bear and just made an idiot of myself again, but we just beat the challenge. Took way too long, 2 days, 23 hours, but I mean, there was the thing with that shot in the last episode, so there you go. Holy crap, so there's going to be a Hunted Part 3. I wonder if it's going to come out with this coming patch that's right around the corner. If so, I'm going to have to play it. Good God. Oh, that was awesome. Alright, well... let's see. Thoughts on this challenge. I shared some thoughts on the Hunted Part 1, so it would be kind of weird not to share some thoughts on this one. This was a little bit more straightforward. I will say I thought it was, as I mentioned, like right away, as soon as I started going after the bear, it's a very unique gameplay experience for the Long Dark. Or maybe, if not unique, it's a very uncommon gameplay experience for the Long Dark, because you very rarely feel so compelled by the game to go in a particular direction. And that is when experienced Long Dark players, and I'm not the most experienced out there, but that's when people that have played the game for any amount of time start to get a little bit nervous, because, you know, we might have the lay of the land, or we have a feeling we need to go in a different direction to guarantee our survival. So the game is saying, no, 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 ignore your meters, ignore what your needs are, you need to go this way. And that actually, that aspect of it, the ignorance of the condition, is worse even than the, again, what I mentioned in the first episode, than the drive you feel towards the Riken in interloper mode when you know you have to go forge tools. So this is even worse, because you know you're just going to kill a bear, meanwhile your condition is suffering while you're trying to track this animal. it would be interesting if, and I mentioned this in the whiteout challenge as well. After beating the whiteout challenge relatively quickly, I was like, well, maybe they should do like a hardcore mode where you don't have 30 days, you have 10 days. And I feel like they might benefit from a hardcore mode to this challenge as well. Like, I was able to just completely leave the bear's trail for a while after I got mauled, and everything was okay. Maybe a hardcore mode of this challenge would be one that didn't allow the player to be mauled. If the bear gets you, the bear gets you. You're done. Challenge over. There's no point, because if you have to go and nurse your wounds, you're leaving the trail, so you're going to lose the bear. Or maybe it allows the mauling, but the bear becomes a little bit harder to find. I don't know. Interesting stuff. God, that bear charging out of the cave at the last second scared the crap out of me. I was expecting him to be like, him or her, to be all the way back towards the back of the cave, so I didn't even have my gun ready yet. I was, oh man, I'm still like, that made me jump. So yeah, those are just some initial thoughts. I would love to see a hardcore mode, because I mean, the game has been all about the increased difficulty level. I remember when Stalker mode was introduced, and now they've introduced Interloper as well. These challenges are relatively newer relative to those basic game difficulty modes, so they're relatively new relative to, yeah, you know what I meant. They, I think, could benefit, they being Hinterland, could benefit a lot from maybe considering adding hard modes, or hardcore modes, whatever you want to call them, for these challenges. So just food for thought for now. I am looking forward to Hunted Part 3, and whenever it comes out, whether it's this next patch or the one after that, we will play the heck out of it. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode and this series, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. I will go ahead and mention, if you are coming to the end of this series and this is your first visit to my channel, my 6 p.m. slot is always loaded with any kind of science fiction, survival, or simulation type of gameplay. It's more of a variety slot for my channel. My noon slot, as you may have noticed, is a bit more focused on historical strategy and grand strategy. And then I do all kinds of mini-series and one-shot videos when I have the opportunity to cover patch content for games, just to discuss various events in the industry, or to do mini-series for challenges in games like this, or when I want to cover a game but not necessarily devote an entire slot to it. So this series is ending, but more Long Dark stuff will be coming in the future. Against All Odds Season 3 is going to be an Interloper daily series at 6 p.m. starting, I would guess, very soon, since we've got a Long Dark patch right around the corner. So fingers crossed that my schedule will time itself well with that. But anyway, that is enough for me. I just want to give you a little bit of a primer if you are new to the channel. And this is of course the end of the series. We just finished the Hunted Part 2, and this is the Hunted Part 1 and 2 series. So thank you all very much for watching. I know a bunch of you jumped in to the channel as a part of this series, but I mean, there are going to be people watching it in the future after I've long been done recording it, that will also join. So welcome. Thanks very much for being here. Thanks for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next series.